For as long as I can remember, I've always dreamed of being able to speak effortlessly before an audience with confidence. Just like the way a caterpillar would dream about flying. And yet here I stand, the proverbial butterfly, dressed to the nines before an audience of smiles, as parables and prose roll off my tongue. In my life, I've been called many things, from satay to tauge to just, I think it's gay. But if there's one label I've yet to embrace, it's when people refer to my skills as a speaker and they call me a natural. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Toastmasters, contest chair, distinguished guests, and judges. When it comes to public speaking, I'm certainly not a natural. If you took a look at photographs of me from the late 90s, you wouldn't exactly say, that guy would one day be a smooth-talking Toastmaster. A stark contrast to the 20-something laser-clad bigwig I am today, my teenage self was the epitome of a wimp who never had a smidgen of self-confidence. I skulked to school every day, drenched head to toe in awkwardness and reeking from the stench of insecurity. In a time where social currency was the highest selling commodity, I was not just broke, I was bankrupt. I remember hitting rock bottom in secondary 3 when I realized my only blessing, which was my flair for writing, was turned into a curse. Crowned the winner of a school essay contest. I was compelled to read out my essay to the entire school during morning assembly. In other words, a suicide mission. And despite practicing for months on end, I stepped onto the podium that fateful day, opened my mouth, and bombed like Hiroshima in 1945. The words of my speech rat-a-tat-tat out of my mouth like a malfunctioning machine gun. It was a massacre that had the entire student body in stitches and my ego in ashes. The coroner would have ruled it death by embarrassment. So after the big speech fiasco, I swore to start over. One of the things I did to salvage my self-image was the decision to drop my glasses for contact lenses. But unlike Clark Kent, ditching my specs didn't exactly reveal a larger-than-life personality with muscles like Adonis. I was still a bit of a 9.5 on the dorkiness scale. But it made me feel a bit better about myself. What else can I do? I became pensive. And eventually, obsessive. Hell-bent on breaking free from the incarcerating shackles of my social anxiety. I threw myself into a baptism of fire the moment I entered Polytechnic by pursuing two uncharacteristic interests that would change my life forever. The first was Silat, a martial art that combined ritualistic dance displays with bone-shattering combat, while doomed to be outclassed from day one. I pledged my allegiance to the gladiators of the Silat arena by volunteering to be ragdolled by my more experienced seniors. It was later I realized that it was one of the most important risks I've ever taken in my life. Because despite being repeatedly slammed onto the mat, I discovered an inner Rocky Balboa that would be the source of many satisfying victories to come. So after Silat, I continued my journey of self-discovery by joining the drama club. Now surprisingly, I felt right at home with the gregarious gypsies from the theatre society because they were mavericks and they reminded me of carefree animal spirits prancing around the theatre halls without a care in the world. Totally different from the Spartan rigors of the Silat warriors. But these drama people, they were known as fearless. It was then I realized that drama was the key. It was the key to the chest of confidence bestowed upon me by my Silat training. And after an astonishingly impressive performance as the lead in the school play, I discovered a new world for the first time. From the crack in my cocoon, a world where social anxiety never existed. So like a phoenix from the ashes, I returned valiantly to the podium by taking up public speaking in Toastmasters. And the rest, as they say, was history. Ladies and gentlemen, the best speakers we know today, the most influential and the most inspiring speakers we know today, they were never born with the gift of the gab. The ones we call naturals are usually the product of countless hours of practice, patience, and perseverance. So let us not acknowledge these speakers for their exceptional talent, but let us acknowledge them for their exceptional commitment. When I was in Silat, I never took the appearance of a fighter. When I was in drama, I never took the appearance of an actor. But just as how the caterpillar spins itself into an unassuming cocoon, judge not by appearances. Like the caterpillar who refused to give up on his dreams, we all know that it is only natural that one day he too will be able to spread his wings and fly. Thank you. Contest check.